I'm not an aging expert. I'm just an aging person. And, yeah, so recording. Oh, okay, that's great. Now I'm like a singer. Okay. Okay, so, and I don't have any photos, beautiful pictures in my slides, let alone YouTube. I only have a roadmap for me to remember what I'm going to talk about, because I'm old. Okay, so I'm going to talk about two things. First, I'm going to briefly talk about 3 lines of research we have done, which really have nothing to do with aging. And secondly, I'm going to talk about the implications of those lines of research for aging. Okay? So, the first line of research is over-earning. Let me just give you an example. We have this was already it's already published a paper in Science. But let me give you an example. We asked not old people, undergraduate students, to come to the lab, and we give them the opportunity to listen to noise and to earn chocolates. And so this study consists of 2 parts. The first part, they can only work, that is, listening to noise and earn chocolates, but they cannot consume chocolates. And in the second part, they can eat the chocolate they have earned, but they cannot bring them home. So it's like, the first part is before your retirement, and the second part is after your retirement, okay? And you can't bring the chocolates home, which means you can't bring your money to Brave, okay? So, all right, so that's the design. So the question is, how many chocolates you earn, okay? Now, rationally speaking, it should depend on a number of things. One is how much you are going to eat in the second stage, right? You should do some expectation. And secondly, your earning ability, how fast you can earn. And the third thing is how many chocolates you already have, okay? But it turned out those people are totally insensitive. No, I wouldn't say totally, but very insensitive to these things. And typically, they dramatically over-earn. They listen to a lot of noise, earn a lot, but they can't eat. And they have to leave them on the table before they leave the lab, okay? Before they die, okay? So, so that means people are very insensitive, okay? So remember that. Over-earning, okay? We're looking at the studies, but that's the sort of the spirit. Now, let's talk about the second project. This is an ongoing project. And yeah, I can't pronounce the word. I invented the word, but I didn't. It's a combination of myopia and hyperopia. Basically, what we're trying to show is people can exhibit both myopia and hyperopia at the same time. So, when I say by myopia, we mean people are psychological myopic. They just focus on the present and don't think far enough, don't save enough, don't eat healthy enough, and so on and so forth. So, and we're wondering how general this phenomenon is. Again, we bring this big real-world problem into small lab, trying to do something minimalistic, but try to do it clean. So we give participants, again, these are not old people. We give them an opportunity. Again, this experiment consists of 2 parts. In the first part, they can choose, they have to view and rate 12 pictures, okay? And there are 2 kinds of pictures. Either disgusting cockroach pictures. And you can imagine the most disgusting pictures, okay? You have to look at them. Or flower pictures, very beautiful flower pictures, okay? You can do a combination of 2. It's up to you. How many flower pictures to view and how many cockroach pictures to view, okay? But there's a second stage. And in the second stage, you're also going to view flower pictures and cockroach pictures, but you don't have a choice. And how many flower and cockroach pictures you're going to view in the second stage depends on your choice in the first stage. And it's reversely related critically. Okay? So the more flower picture you view in the first stage, the less you have to you can view in the second stage, and vice versa. Now again, this mimics life. It's sort of the more you seek pleasure now, the more miserable your future would be. Okay? So the question is, how people allocate their work versus pleasure now, which may influence the future. Now again, let's take a normative benchmark. Again, this is straw man, okay? Assuming no temporal discounting, well, there should be temporal discounting, but this experiment lasts only a few minutes, okay? So one thing we manipulated critically is how long the future is relative to the present. So the present is always 12. You see, you have to view 12 pictures. But in the future, the second stage, you either view 8 pictures, which are shorter than the first stage, or 18 pictures, which are longer than the current period. Now, if you're going to adopt a flower maximizing strategy, in this case, flower maximizing is equivalent to cockroach minimizing, right? Then, how many pictures, what kind of picture you should view in the first stage depends on how long the future is, right? If the future is long, then in the first